Yeah, what's up, man? I had a few problems. That's why I've been around. I don't know what's going on right now with my webcam. This is a new. All my technology broke down, right? I lost my iPad. My computer done broke, right? So I don't know why this looks so ghoulish. And this is a new computer. I had to buy a new computer. I had to buy a new computer, but like it's looking ghoulish, man. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. But hello, everyone. Yes, Weltschmerz. Yes, Chubby. What's up, brother? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Big up that Chubby. Big up Alex Fella. Yeah. Special JoJo goes. Can you hear me? By the way, make sure you can hear me. All right, right? Looking the same shade as Wacko Chaco. I don't know what's going on, right? I I did this at the last minute. Because I've been away from the funds. I've been making videos. I've been attacked. My technology broke. I lost my iPad. My computer's whack. I bought a new. This is the first time I've used this laptop, and I don't know what's going on, man. But I look ghoulish, man, like Thriller, like a man on Thriller. Oh, and uh, yeah, we can hear you clear. Oh, that's good, man. Can you see me okay? It looks terrible. What's good, Triple B? Nothing's good. It's whack. Everything is whack. But I thought, you know what? Like I was like, right, I've got to get back to my peeps. I got to talk to my peeps. I miss me funds. I've had no energy. Uh, I don't know what is it, EMF. I got a 5G mask near my window. Um, all kinds of other stuff. But yeah, I suddenly thought I got to get back. This is the first time I've used this laptop, so I haven't done a test run, but it looks a bit shaky, man. I mean, blood clot. You look like a serial killer. Yeah, it looked like dark, man. But whatever. It's all about the audio, right? It's all about the audio. Um, so yeah, welcome back to everybody. I'm sorry I've been away, man. I'm sorry I've been away. Federico says, shout out to Triple B Bass Boxing Basement Productions live from the studio. Yeah, the studio is looking whack, right? I mean, I haven't had time. Like I said, I just suddenly said, you know what? I'm gonna do it live. I only just received this laptop today, and so I just set it up and I was like, boom, just go live, just go live, just go live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I mean, I haven't had a chance to fiddle with the settings. I would assume the settings will be good, but I don't know, man. It's real ghoulish, yeah. And it's the zoom is too close, but whatever, man. Looking like about if a Ricky Hatton and Elvis was one. Yeah, Elvis was a nonce, Elvis was a nonce, which is much to my disappointment. But all these guys, yeah, in the music industry are nonces. The new laptop is making you look new. It makes me look like the living dead, you know. And like, I don't know, man. I didn't have time to fiddle with the settings, the controls. So yeah, my boy Vel Schmelz says it looks fine. Yeah, well, whatever, man. We're here anyway. What's your favorite takeaway on a Friday, bro? Woof. It depends a lot. Like I haven't had ordered a takeaway for a bit, but like if you like right now, a Chinese like Big John Fisher, that fat. Have you seen that fat, disgusting pig, Big John Fisher, on his Instagram? Now I've been nice to him. I've said I care about your health. Okay, I care about your wealth. I care about your lifespan. And he's got these enormous fat ankles like this, and he cannot, despite the fact that his son is a heavyweight contender. He's got his own revenue stream. His family are great. He can't keep off the Chinese food or any food. He's a disgraceful fat pig. And I'm trying to help you, John. Like John Fisher, he goes, oh, my dad might be fat, but he's the loveliest dad. Well, he won't be around for much longer, John Fisher, because he's an obese glutton. He's a pig. Nevergoon. Yeah, what up, Nevergoon? Great to see you, bro. I'm missing live. So bad, man, but I went through some hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I had no energy. I don't have no energy much now, but I said I gotta do it. Why? For the funds. Ember Care, my boy, the basement had a revamp or a new camera. Yeah, so usually my iPad broke. So I had all these things broken at the same time. My iPad broke. I tried to get it fixed. They're like, oh, it doesn't work. I said, why not, man? Can't you just, it cost 150 blood clot. So, and then my old laptop was broken. And I'm like, damn, they're conspiring. The evil forces are conspiring against the Triple B. Give me a minute, man. I want to get a pillow for my ass. Wait a second, yeah? Anyway, so I ordered a new laptop. Because I can't believe how much iPads cost, bro. They're so expensive. And they break within 5 years. The man in the shop goes, oh, they're only meant to last 5 years. I go, what's the point of spending £350 minimum on a piece of tech that breaks in 5 years? Yeah, you could. That's right. You could adjust the brightness and exposure settings. Yeah, I didn't do that. I should have done it. Usually, you would do it. I would do a test, but I didn't have time. You know, I suddenly thought, no, I'm going live now, so I didn't have time to test. And now I look like, you know, I look like Michael Jackson 2 years after he died. But you know, it's okay, man. It's okay. Hey, Lee Talks Boxing. Where we always used to have a saying back in the day. There ain't no live without no Lee Talks Boxing, but Lee Talks Boxing took a break. How's your channel going, bro? Remember, right? Check out my boy Lee Talks Boxing. Your channel's still on, yeah? I seen it repped on a boxing forum. You know, I like lurk on some boxing forums, and I seen one of your video repped on who's that fat, disgusting pig who ruins every fight. Howard Foster. Yeah. So your video on is he the worst referee? Which, I mean, there's so many bad ones to choose from, but yeah. So that got repped. Yes. Well, it's great to be back and see the old faces. Like I said, I'm sorry, man. I haven't uploaded. I haven't done anything for almost 3 weeks. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to sort out my settings. Special Jojo Triple B. She's been away. I've been watching Danny G, the Viking from Smithwick. But I'm a loyal fan. I'm glad you're a loyal fan. I don't know what that channel is, man. What's that channel about? Is it cool, man? Owen Foster, who are you picking for Ben or Eubank? It's a very difficult fight to pick because there's so many factors there. Now, obviously, there's the weight issue. And I'm so bored of it, you know. Back in the day, you're waiting on the day, you made the weight, and then you fight. There was no weighing. There was no rehydration clauses. There was no, day before weigh-ins. And it's better, by the way. It's better for the safety of the boxers to weigh the day before so they can, you know, rehydrate. But then you have these rehydration clauses. It's crazy. And then also you get guys like Devin Gainey who weigh 25 pounds more when they step in the ring. They like super middleweights, Devin Gainey, when he steps in the ring. Okay? And he weighed in at light welter. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Johnny Fisher's dad is a pig. I mean, it's a shame, man. Like I said, he's living the best life. He's got good kids, good family. His son's a heavyweight contender. He's a semi-celebrity. I mean, who wants to be, but he is. And yet, you know, what did he do? He's a glutton. He makes me sick. Yeah, I get that, bro. Conor Benn is winning. Oh yeah, so who do I think is going to win? So I mean, the original pick was Eubank to win. because he's naturally the bigger guy, right? Whatever. And then you got these weight problems. So we've seen all the boring Instagram and X of him struggling to make the weight. He only just missed it. Now he's got to pay $500,000 to Conor Bum. I mean, it's nuts. He's already paid. Let's put it into pounds. So what is that? £375,000 he's had to pay, plus £50,000 that he paid back to all the fighters that missed the original show 2 years ago. Plus, he's got £100,000 fine from the British Boxing Board of Control. That's £500,000 that he lost already. Like, it's nuts, man. It's crazy. For what? Like 22 grams? Blood clot. So what's going to happen? I don't know, man. You know, there's so many ifs and whats that it's a difficult one to predict. And the most important thing is it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Not a thing. It don't mean not a thing on the global stage. The Americans aren't going, oh, we've got to see who's going to win. You know, Americans are not even interested unless it's an American fighter, unless his name's Canelo or whatever, some big Mexican guy. You know, they don't care about Conor Bum, Chris Eubank, and nor should they. And apparently the tickets, well, I checked, the tickets are selling so badly that you could get a ticket for £28. £28 on Viagogo or something like that, man. You know, it's nuts, man. Owen Foster, I'm picking Benn for some reason. I'm convinced Eubank's chin is not that good anymore. It's so hard to call. Do you know what? If you ask me the value, I put a £5 on it. It's only a £5. The value was on Benn on points, which is 8-1 or 9.0 if you got the brains to use decimal. So that's the value bet. But I put that bet on before all the shenanigans with the weights. Benn actually looks very violent. He weighed in at like 156.5, so below the weight. He might put on, I mean, I don't know. Would he put on 10 pounds? Maybe. So it'll be in 165. Eubanks will have to weigh in below 170 tomorrow morning. Otherwise, he has another fine. And the British Boxing Board love it. Because some of these fines go to them. And they'll probably fine him again for missing the weight. So Eubank has to, weigh in at 170 tomorrow morning. Under. If he doesn't, he'll get fined again. And then he's got, let's wait, 10 hours till he walks in the ring. So he can rehydrate, but it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. I mean, the problem is, these days, pro boxing is about cutting the weight, PEDs, you know? And it's always the guys that do it in the best way. They got such a massive advantage. So you get like, back in the day, Arturo Gatti knocked out Joey Gamache, and he was 16 pounds heavier when they went in the ring at a pre-fight weigh-in. And that was considered a disgrace. And Devin Gainey, though, puts on 25 pounds. How much more do you think Devin Gainey weighed when he walked in the ring against Lomachenko? It was probably, he must have had a 20 pound, 15 pound advantage. It's crazy. And Loma still won, but they robbed him, you know? Cam, how many people would it take to hold his coffin when he pops? When Ben pops, I don't pop. There's too much money. I was actually very surprised when he popped originally. Johnny Fisher's 5-10 years left tops unless he changes his lifestyle. Yeah, and he keeps on saying he will, but he can't. He can't stay away. He's a glutton. And gluttony is a sin, a very serious sin, because you're so disgusted. You carry on eating all this food, stuff in your face. I'll have another 30 prawn balls and have another 6 chow mines. Yeah? What a pig, man. Yeah, I understood. All good, Chubby. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, bro. Apple is shit. It's way over. Yeah, it is. But I got used to it. Unfortunately, I got iPhone and I got used to using my iPad. It's disgusting, man. They actually, I once met a guy who worked for Apple. He goes, they're designed to stop working between 2 and 5 years. Like the phones are designed to be whacked within 2 to 3 years, and the iPads within 5 years, and then they stop supporting them. So you can no longer download the apps; they won't work anymore. It's pathetic, man. But because I got like, it's a legacy thing, man. Why is Eubanks Senior lashing out at his son? Oh, he just loves his stupid, ugly, cannibal-shaped head to be there in the news. He loves publicity. He loves PR. He wants his as I said, cannibal-shaped head to be in the news, man. I mean, he's disgraced. My boy. Without further ado, retro. Yeah. The king is bow. Thank you, man. That's kind of you, man. I can't. Yeah, the king, the kang, the kang. The rare thing. To be completely honest, did you ever do oil drilling in my younger? Yeah, I've covered this before. I've done 3 pieces of oil drilling, but they was like the best of breed oil wells. It's not for me, man. I did it because these guys were throwing themselves at me, and I was like, yeah, man. I got my drink on, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take care of some business, man. So I did, but it's not for me. Never goon. It's Conor Bum, the underdog. He is just, he is actually get 2.75 on Conor Bum, just to win. I think he's been underrated. People talk about the weight. Well, the weight might negatively affect Eubanks. Plus, Benn's been looking, very muscular. People say, is he on the eggs? Probably. There's so many, people don't realize they're so naive. There's so many ways to mask drug tests and to pass drug tests, cycling, masking, using substances which are not tested for. I'm going to do a video on it. Lee talks boxing. Honestly, I think Eubank Jr. is getting destroyed tomorrow. Conor Bum has every possible advantage. Contraction. Eubank is done. He'll be drained too. Yeah, one of the main things that you got to bear in mind is that Liam Smith ironed out Eubank. And people go, it was the weight. And, well, it's the same problem here. Benn looks to be hitting hard. He's younger. He's up for it. Hey, Reese, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Nice avatar. I want Eubank to win, but I think he's going to get stopped. You know what? In the last few weeks, I've been low and all this, but boxing couldn't lift me. It's been last week. I watched 3 boxing shows. Right? There was the Dalton Smith show. Dalton Smith looks so ordinary. Why do they keep on telling us this guy? Oh, next is the world championship. I'm looking at him going, bro, you ain't. I'd wait. Adam Azim. They're trying to make that fight. If I was Azim, I'd jump at it. And then there was the Whittaker, Shittaker. These Liam Cameron stopped early by Howard Foster, the enormous fat pig. Right? And I was just like, boxing is whack. The best fight of last week was Sergei Kovalev coming back and smashing to pieces Arthur Mann. He looked in great shape, especially for a 42-year-old alcoholic. But he looked in great shape. He done the business. Man is a proper massive cruiserweight and half decent. That was the best I could say. Lee talks boxing. Every time I had Foster performs a Howard Foster stoppage, I get comments on my video for 3 years. Yeah. I wish that video. As I said, someone recognized it and linked it on I can't remember which one, but on some boxing forum. Yeah, man, you deserve to get paid for that, man. Eubank can win if he keeps Bum out of range with his jab. Yeah, but there's so many factors here, man. Will he gas? I think Bum is going to be aggressive. The reason I think the value is on Conor Benn on points is because he could outwork Eubank. But 12 rounds is a long time when you weight drain like this. So, hey, Spider Rico in the house. Why was Conor Benn wearing a Jibble Fix-It badge while getting weight? No, was he really? Are you serious, bro? No. Is this true, man? Let me look at my phone, man. Is this true, man? Oh, man. I don't want to take too long to find it, but if you did, then I have no idea, man. I got no idea. They're all sick, these people. Hopefully Benn wins. I mean, Benn gets a lot of hatred. Oh, he's a cheater. He's just, but all the normies don't realize that all the top guys are juicing. You know, it's just about who gets caught. I was very surprised when he got caught. I think they're trying to teach him a lesson because, like, you know, that close to a fight, cancelling it. I don't know, man. It's all very weird to me, man. Without further ado, Maloney. Yeah, where's Michael Maloney? Where's Michael Maloney? He's picking Eubank to too big, too strong. Well, that's what I thought. Maloney's usually on point when it comes to boxing. Yeah, he's made some good picks, but is that before or after? You know, the current problem. Is that before or after the current problem? You know, the weigh-in issue. I don't know, man. Box. Maloney said Fury beats Usyk both fights. Yeah, no one gets everything right. I don't know that box. Yeah, I mean, Maloney knows his boxing, that's for sure. But oh, yeah, he did. Okay. I mean, we all get things wrong, right? But initially, when the fight is announced, I thought Eubank would be too big, too strong. But now with the weight issue and with the fact that, to be honest, I know it's only hitting the pads and it's training and blah blah blah. But Conor Benn looked very fit, very violent on the pads. And he's not going to have no weight issue, right? David, yes, should be. You good, bro? I am good. No, I'm not really. But, you know, things have been a bit rough. But I had to come back for the funds. I just want to see if I put excuse me a minute. I need to check if I put the adverts on because I need to get some cash money. I need to pay 22 pounds a month, right? Just to use the live, you know, StreamYard. So, I just, you know, I've got to make some money, man. The Pope died. Yeah, I saw that, man. That was very weird. Back in the game, 77. Big up Chippy and the fat gluttonous pigs. Thank you. Yeah, Larry Jablinski. Even yeah, what's up, Larry? Good to see you, brother. Good to see the old names are here. You know, with love. I actually picked Usyk for both them fights, and everyone against everyone else at the time. You know what? I even in the first fight, I put some money on Usyk, right? But I was thinking, is Joshua going to be too big? Because Usyk had looked fabulous against Chisora and Chaz Witherspoon. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I heard the UK is planning to block this up. I don't think it's the UK, it's Bill Gates. I don't even know how are you going to do that? They say all the normies go, oh, you can't change the weather. It's a conspiracy theory. Listen, man, they've admitted changing the weather back in Vietnam days. The Americans they seeded the clouds, right, in Vietnam. So all the clouds came down with so much rain on the North Vietnamese areas. So because they thought it would suit them and make them difficult. It make them difficult to be cohesive, to fight. And they've been doing this for years, man. David is getting his smoke on and my drink. Good boy. It's Friday night, man. Cannonball head. Yeah, you got a cannonball head. TS Boxing. Yeah, what's up, brother? Oh, for them, I got Eubank stopping Conor Benn. Hey, guys. Don't do PEDs. You don't need to do PEDs to win the boxing match. It's a hard one to say. I just hope we see a half-decent fight without any silly stoppages, without any controversy. I'm getting a bit sick. Huh? of boxing. You know, I watch BKFC. You know the bare knuckle thing. Let me tell you, man, that stuff is nuts, violent, right? Exciting. What's nuts to me is they used to say in the old days the bare knuckle fights used to last for like it lasts for an hour and a half, and oh yeah, and they fought like this, and they hit mostly to the body so they don't break their hands. And I thought, okay, but then you watch modern bare knuckle boxing, and all it is knockout after knockout after knockout, and like it's violent. These guys got bare fists as well, completely bare, man. Abdul Rahim, you look scary. Yeah, apparently, I don't know, man. I haven't set my settings. I'm fed up with Eubanks' box. Next gen, he's pushing 40 years. I mean, the next gen thing is lame, man. He knows this is his last big fight. Like Jablinski, why is it considered blasphemy to criticize the Smith family? Every time someone mentions them, they always say how much they love the entire. You know, it's that thing. I don't know why. I don't think any family has been as well treated in boxing as the Smith family. How many world title fights have they had? Paul Smith, Liam Smith, all these guys. And they're all like Callum Smith. They're all decent fighters, but they don't deserve, right? They don't deserve the big fights they've had. I don't know. Something's weird there. Boxing Classic HQ, what up, man? I put bets on Eubank early, like 1-3. All this hype is going to be controversial, early one. Interesting. I mean, there's nothing really that betting wise that really like speaks to me. As I said, to me, the value because it's just long, 8-1 on Conor bum points. You can see him maybe outworking Eubanks. I'm not dead yet. Hey, Tribune. Hey, what up, man? Never good. I watched the Whitaker Cameron card recently. That was pathetic, man. Pathetic. Awful. All of it. Early stoppages, you know. Early stoppages. Fat, disgusting, gluttonous pigs like Howard Foster jumping in and stopping fights. You know what I'm saying? It was pathetic, man. I was sat there. You know, it was on an Easter. That's done on purpose. Don't think Shalom didn't know about that. People go, oh, it's because it's a long week. Nah, shut up, man. Huh? He's doing it on purpose. The whole thing, it was stopped too early. I mean, I'm pretty sure Cameron had got waxed, but still. He never looked right, Cameron, if you see him in the build-up. I just think he's got his money to pay for his house. You know, he's got a lot of stress. His girlfriend's in prison, you know. Yeah, what up, Never Good? Why the box forums? I didn't know fit on Sojak party. Yeah, Sojak, it gets spammed a lot, man. I didn't really. 4chan has gone down. The basket weaving forum has gone down, but like allegedly it's going to be started up again, right? But Sojak gets spammed with too many gross things. There's also 8kun, but they don't have the traffic that the basket weaving forum had. Okay, hang on, man. I might have some love. Ah! My man is back. My man is back, and he's black, and he's oil drilling. Shane Monger's £10. I need to go to Shane's Breeze to get milk. Oh, thanks, brother. That's really kind of you. £10. That's very generous, man. It's great to see you. Good to see there's no weird like digits there, bro. Yeah, I'll be here for a couple of hours, bro. So come back, man. It's great to see you. I hope you've been well. I'm sorry I've been away. You know, it's all kinds of difficulties, technology difficulties, haterism difficulties. You know, has been. Oh, what? Wait, without further ado, retro £10 as well. Wow, brother. I had a good day. Now Chibi's back so good. Oh man, that's so good to see you, man. It's great to see you. I know we've been talking about things. We've both gone through tough times, so it's great to hear you to be so generous, man. Thank you very much, man. It's much appreciated. And for all the people, remember, you can Bitcoin, Litecoin, Super Chat, and buy me a beer or buy me a coffee thing. So thank you, guys. That's so generous, man. I much appreciate it. I got the best funds in the world, much better than Ricky Hatton's fan. Acoustics is right. Subscribe, like, yeah, because liking keeps the haters away. Donate, yeah, donate is important. Share all them things, because after I did a video and I did the QE2 intro, I got attacked badly. And I knew, you know what's funny, right? Sometimes you don't listen to yourself, right? And I kept on trying to upload it, and there were problems, And in my head, I'm like going, this one, huh? This intro's a little, a little bit shady. It might cause problems, but also I don't like to be told what to do, man. My man, Bang Daddy Paddy from the beautiful Isle of Ireland. What's up, brother? Great to see you back. Basement is looking well. Yeah, really? You think so? Right? I think I look like dying Michael Jackson. You know when people die, right? And then they put them in a casket, like Pope Francis. Did you notice how bruised his face was? Isn't that weird? But they got that waxy look. I think I got that waxy look tonight, man. Larry Jablinski. I'm seeing Zepeda to beat Shakur on 7.0. That's got to be worth a shot. I don't hugely rate William Zepeda. I think he's exciting, but he I like his body work. But it's like with Mexican fighters, there was a lot of push Mexican fighters. Why? Because they're bringing the cash money. But William Zepeda, who looks like an accountant, yeah, and I don't know, man. I don't rate him. But having said that, Shakur Stevenson is a pussy hole. You can't punch, and he's a coward. So, thank Daddy Paddy. All praise be to His Excellency Shane Bongers. Thank you. Yeah, we recognize the work Shane has done for this channel, man. Right, because we got thanks there on every live. Callum is the best of an average bunch. Oh, the Smith family, yeah, absolutely. Liam Smith has dyed his hair. Do you recognize that? Because everyone's like going, man, you he looks like a 55-year-old George Clooney. He's a Liverpool version of George Clooney. His hair's all grey and that. But yeah, he dyed it apparently. But it won't make any difference how he performs. The Irish posse are in the house. What up? Big up to all of Irish posse. I love me Irish fans. I love all me fans. Conor Benn 3-round knockout. I mean, you see, if Liam Smith had knocked out Conor Chris Eubank, I'd be like thinking, nah, he hasn't got the power, Ben. But Ben looks explosive on the pads. And Eubank's 35 and he's weight drained. You know, I don't really know what's going on. Richard Williams, how much did J-Tube take out of a tenner? Unbelievably, £3. It's incredible. They take 90% of ad revenue, okay? And they take 30% of your super chats. So you imagine, right? You got a guy, such as myself, who puts on videos, who spends time. Yeah, okay, they provide something, YouTube. They provide the database of users. They provide a technology. But when someone's giving a gift, a super check, they're giving it to the guy running the channel, like it should be. They're not giving it to no YouTube. But yeah, 30%. 10% is acceptable. 30% disgraceful. 90% of ad revenue goes to JTube. But they got a monopoly. So, you know, you can't do it. There's meant to be laws against monopolies, but, you know, they're not really enforceable. Huh? Certainly not. Hey, cheers, boxing. My brother, 1999. Thank you, brother. That's so kind, man. Is that US, right? USD, man. Got to put in my dues for a YN out there like you hustling. Thank you, brother. What's a YN, bro? Question. To all of them who want to work with Mr. Turkey, I have to get brand showered by him. I think there's a humiliation ritual. Yeah. I believe porta potty is the word that is used. I believe they get shat on. Some bad stuff goes on. And they film it, and he shows it to his friends, and they laugh. This heavyweight champion of the world, look, I do dirt. I do big dirt on his head. Abdul, look, I do dirt on his head. Yeah, I reckon you're right, man. What up, man? For come on, you biatch. I'm getting some hate. This is the first time I've used this new laptop. Okay, here we go. Boxing Class HQ. What up? Great to see you, man. Did Dazen demote Ade for saying Ronnie Shields over Ronnie? He gets everything wrong. In the press conference to announce this fight, he said, "Oh, Manchester, give it up, Manchester. The big fight's happening in Manchester," and it isn't. It's happening at Spurs, and that's well known. Thanks to Ben Shalom, it's happening at Spurs because he's a Spurs fan. And then he started going on about how the first Ben Eubank fight was in Manchester. It wasn't. It was in Birmingham. He knows nothing about boxing. He's a fool. All these people, like, why do they even, like, obviously, the DI, you know, they want to put as many black guys and minorities in inverted commas as possible. But why does they put on these guys like Charlie Parsons? I mean, how did he's never boxed? He knows nothing about boxing. He's a Ute. He looks to have the syndrome that goes down. Why do they get these useless? They're almost mocking us, man. Yeah, that's right, never good. That's right. Unfortunately, that's the case. But thank you to everyone. You can do buy me a beer or Bitcoin or Litecoin. Yeah, Turkey better watch out. TS Boxing taking over the game. Yes, he at. He where he's at, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But they know YouTube have got such a monopoly that they can get away with doing this kind of stuff. It's better to donate on Rumble, obviously. Yeah, I've looked into them, and I think I can stream on both of them at the same time. So I'll look into that more. But I've been away for a bit. Like I said, I had no technology. I had no I had no energy. So ultimately, I didn't do nothing. It's one of these things I got to do. But the problem is, I should probably dual upload on Rumble, Odyssey, and here. But that's another step. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, never good. Autistic. A YN is a young N word. Oh, okay, brother. I gotcha. Shit. I can't even. A boxing classics. Yeah. HQ. My towels are cleaner and tighter around my head than his than Turkey. Larry, Trilby, have you ever been in the video of Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart clowning Keyshawn Davis after he lost to Andy Cruz? I haven't. Is it funny? Why do they clown him, man? I thought brothers be looking after brothers and shit. Oy vey, I hope you had a good Passover last weekend. Ben Shalom did, because his boy won. Did you see him, right, when he ran in the ring? Straight after they stopped it, he ran in the ring. And then he was like, now what? He didn't know what to do, did he? He's a fool, man. His nose looks huge on that night as well. I don't know if it's got bigger, but it looks like it. What's the reason for Ade being dropped? I don't know, because he obviously isn't red pilled. Did you know it's one of the most? I was going to do another video like this. Right, exactly, Box. How did Ade get his job? Oh, worse, Charlie Edwards, because Charlie Edwards ain't even black. Maybe he's a batty man, and he's definitely like retarded. Am I dead yet? I think Eubanks and Ryan Fowler. We've had a lot of different. We've had a lot of different opinions on this, and a lot of early stoppages people are going for. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just don't want to be disappointed. Charlie Edwards fears Sonny Edwards. Charlie Edwards is a bum. He fears that. On my old Twitter, which I don't have anymore, it got deleted. So he threatened me. I think I did a video. He threatened me out. He goes, "Yeah, let's see if you've got that same energy. Come and meet me at the Manchester Arena or something like that, and let's see if you've got that energy." I'm like, I said to him, "Man, you're a midget who's never boxed. You're 5'5" midget. You're fat and you've never boxed. What energy are you going to give me? You know, I'll knock you out. Anyway, he blocked me after that. What a bum. I think his dad had something to do with it. His dad must be linked. Bang Daddy Paddy. Kanye was sucking his cousin. Isn't that weird? Kanye, the alleged red pill Kanye, who ain't, he's just another actor. He admitted he'd been blowing his cousin's Corey for years. I mean, what? He was probably told to say that, but it's probably true as well. Like, there's a lot of black guys on the down low. Yeah, a lot of black guys on the down low, and he's obviously one of them. Well, now he's not on the down low because he admitted it. I think Eubank's Benn goes to decision. I'm edging towards that. A lot of these big fights go to decision. Why? Why? Two reasons. The main reason is this: you create controversy. You can say, "Oh, they." You notice the Mayweather years, the Bernard Hopkins years. They started, and Oscar De La Homo. They started to go the distance a lot. Why? Because then they could get the Canelo carried on a rematch, and then everyone gets paid again. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone: the promoter, the fighters, the brasses in Las Vegas, yeah, the restaurants in Las Vegas, the hotels in Las Vegas. They all get paid again. You understand me? So basically, and the mug punters will pay again. Back in the day, when they'd fight, they'd try and knock a man out, but that ain't modern boxing, man. Inversion, what up, Triple B? I'm okay, bro. All things considered, I just decided to do a last minute thing, you know, because I miss me funds, obviously. TS Boxing again. Thank you for 1999, my brother. We mean it as a term of endearment to other strong. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Shit. I'm just getting used to this computer, so please bear with me. It don't even work as it should, man. AFC is always entertaining. Well, Arsenal. I mean, I don't follow football no more. But it's too much, man. Eubank is better offensive than defensive. I don't know, man. You know what? I've got to the point where I'm beyond caring. I'm just like, let's just have a half decent fight with no controversy. Inversion of Canadian election 3 days. Looks like the Liberals will win again. I'm screwed. Are you live in Canada? You live in Canada. Yeah. It's nuts, you know. Canada's been invaded by a lot of guys from the Far East and from India, but these guys don't care for their jobs. They've been so brainwashed to think, oh, but this is great, diversity is great. We can't be a racist. It's like Otto Wiley, we can't be racist. Racism is ignorance, right? And so they will sit there voting for these idiots. They don't even realize these guys don't care about them. They don't care about the Indians they're bringing in. They're just following the agenda because that's where they get the real paychecks, man. What's that? Trudeau. Trudeau's out of the game, right? He's allegedly Fidel Castro's son. Box, you doing any video? You're not doing no video tonight. You're not doing no video tonight. How did they get the job? Apparently, Otto. Hey guys, we need more diversity. Special Jojo. Parsons is worse than the team. I mean, he's incompetent. He knows nothing about boxing. He's never boxed. He looks like he's got that syndrome that points downwards. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Frank Smith says box. Oops. Frank Smith was having a push and a pull with a Team Eubank guy. Yeah, I barely looked at that, man. I'm so sick. Modern boxing is all about press conferences, rumors, weigh-ins, PEDs, and only this much about the fights. So, you know, honestly, I barely watch anything anymore except the fights. And they're disappointing. Yeah, Life Journey Unity. What up, Life Journey Unity? What's up, brother? This is rigged for Benn to win. 18-foot ring, glove issue, and dodgy scales. Yeah. That's the feeling I get. Why? I think Eubank has upset the establishment. I mean, you think, well, Conor Bum has upset the establishment because he failed a PED test and blamed eggs. But He's 28. He's 7 years younger. All right. Whereas Eubank's on his last part of his, you know, of his career. Right. He's 35. He's talked in negative terms about all the promoters. So maybe they're trying to teach him a lesson. Maybe they're trying to teach him a lesson that, yeah, I think it could be right. Would you be enjoying a Bud Light over the weekend? Yeah, I get a lot. You get a lot of stick, right? So if you drink certain drinks, Bud Light is only $1.99 at Wetherspoons. I don't like Wetherspoons because they crush local businesses. But when it's $1.99 for a Bud Light, but that's quite nice in the sun. If it's sunny tomorrow, yeah, I'll have some Bud Light. Okay, my boy version from Canada. The Liberal Party has Mal Carney as a leader instead of Justin Trudeau. Trudeau. Justin Trudeau. Do you speak French? Trudeau. That means batty hole. They would have lost if they didn't kick Trudeau out. Yeah, I think people were sick of that bum. Fidel Castro's son. But see, you know what? People say, oh, that's a conspiracy. Put a picture of Justin Trudeau next to Fidel Castro and a picture of his alleged real dad, Pierre Trudeau, and see who he looks more like. Him and his wife were well-known swingers. And I've seen guys online trace back when he would have been conceived. And when he would have been conceived, 9 months before he was born, his mum was in Cuba, but the dad, Pierre Trudeau, was not. So what do you know about that? And he looks just like him, man. So, Vox, that TV guy was Majid, the one who got done for match fixing cricket. Oh, serious, bro. Oh. So, it's amazing. If you're powerful enough and you got enough money, you always get off, man. I remember I read a book about this. What did Smith say to him then? And why was he getting involved? Why is he on the Eubanks team, man? Boxing class. Frank had to reclaim the masculinity after Eubanks emasculated him. Frank Smith is like, oh, you mean Frank Warren, right? But Frank Smith is going out with Chris Eubanks' sister, which is quite weird. I think they're married. Emily Eubanks. Nearly every politician is bought anyway, right? They're bought, controlled, and used by big banks, global banks, big corporations. Yeah, it's a joke, man. Frank likes oil drilling. Says Box. Yeah, well, cafe latte drilling. I meant Mark instead of Marl. Oh, okay. No problem, brother. Inversion. Trudeau mum bragged about being a Scarlet Woman on some media interview. What does that mean, a Scarlet Woman? Basically, it just means a sket, right? But they admitted they were swingers. Back in, this was back in the day before it became normalized, and it shouldn't be normalized. Let me tell you about a film I watched yesterday on my fat stick called Marching Powder. It's the most disgusting thing I've watched. I only watched it because I have nothing else better to do. And I'm sitting there. It's got Danny Dyer in, who I've hung out with, by the way, and done Yale with. But and they put in loads of transformerism. He's got his little son there, and they're talking about watching adult prawn with his son. And he goes, "Oh yeah, don't watch transformer prawn. Watch normal prawn." And then he puts makeup all over him, including a bit of lipstick. It's just the creepiest, weirdest thing. It's disgusting, man. Avoid it. Svenoka, big up Chubby. What are your thoughts about the street chitters potentially going to war with Pakistan? Woof. So, allegedly, India have asked every Pakistani in India to leave the country in 48 hours. They're obviously escalating things. I don't think it's going to kick off yet. India are way more powerful. India also have a very large Muslim population, which are probably more likely to side with Pakistan. So I don't know. I think it's just theatre at this point. They're getting everyone ready for a global war, and that could mean China invading Taiwan, the continuing fake Russian-Ukrainian war, all this kind of stuff, man. Yeah. Eubank must be peed off 500K for a packet of crisps. Yeah, and wait, you should come back at 164 or something. Yeah, it's a Scarlet Woman is a hoe. Yeah, that's for sure. She's definitely scared. Tony Maloney, we got one of the Maloney's in the house. One of the Maloney's. What's up? Show you about the speed, the power, the accuracy. Thank you, brother. We just did Michael Maloney. Then we got the Maloney twins. I mean, they ain't real twins, as far as I know. But the Maloney's are highly amusing and great fun to the channel. I don't know where Michael is. Hopefully he'll come on. But I didn't really announce this, Anyway, never good. The British Tories and the Canadian Tories are the equivalent of the US Democrats. It doesn't matter, man. They're just they're just fooling people, right? They're trying to pretend that your vote counts. Oh, you vote for Labour, you vote for Tories. This will happen. No, it doesn't, man. You remember, like David Cameron said, if you vote for Tories, we will have a referendum on Brexit, and he didn't do it for like 7 years. He refused to do it. They obey their masters. It doesn't matter who you choose. All it means is there'll be a slightly different route to the same end. They're playing us, There's some philosopher who said, if voting changed anything, they'd outlaw it, and that's pretty on the button. Tony Maloney, Coogan's legs are hanging under the weight of 300 pounds of chocolate mousse. Yeah, I haven't seen Coogan for a bit. I don't really watch IFL TV much. He's done well, to be honest. He's built a channel and an income, but he's still, a fat, ugly, treacherous, disloyal. I'd like to get, who's the guy? What's his name? James Helder. He's stitched up, allegedly his best friend. He stitched him up, didn't he? Very disloyal, very disloyal. And he looks like he's a melted chocolate mousse, tattooed melted chocolate mousse. Yeah, never good. What's up? I don't know who a country founded on Freemasonic, liberal, and secular values, America, ends up being less liberal than UK and Canada, which are founded by hierarchical and traditional monarchy. Yes and no. I mean, the modern United States, right? 30% of them are admitted secret society members, right? And that doesn't even include stuff like Skull and Bones, and they're all linked, right? So, and even like on the dollar, you've got symbolism, right? Pyramid, Orsini, Latin text. Yeah, it's just, they're all a joke, bro. Don't worry, they're all a joke. Unless the monarchy was also brought back. The monarchy corrupts, and that there's a I don't know enough about it, but they talk about like there's a lot of very powerful aristocratic families in Italy and other places in Europe that basically, the so-called Illuminati or the rulers, the elite, they're not just one faction. They all work together, but there's several factions, right? The big banking families, the Red Shields, the Italian monarchic families. Funnily enough, the British royal families is quite low down the rankings, man. They do what they're told, you know what I'm saying? There's a picture of Prince Charles getting poked in the chest by a certain global banker telling him what to do. Boom, boom. What does anyone think about the undercard, right? I'm not too impressed, Chris Billinsmith, who I find is likable, is fighting a guy who said he hoped to give him brain damage. There's Aaron McKenna, who's Liam Smith, not interested. What else? Who else is there? There's no heavyweight fights, right? There's nothing that attracts me. And after watching the awful shows last week, I'm like, I can't even be bothered. Triple knee. Oh, you're a Daniel Dubois fan. Sorry, man. Sven, it might spill over into England where the communities clash, civil war. Yeah, listen, the divide and conquer aspect of mass immigration and making people uh, believe they're part of a community, be it Batty Boys, be it Transformers. It's all part of just divide them, get them to fight amongst each other, and then we can just use them and give them bread and circus, man. Get them bread and circus, man. And then they will never revolt against you. Tony Maloney, did you hear Anna Warhouse said to Colwell after the shit fight Triple B? She says, "Oh, you've turned the heating up for Dave." We know you get caught. Did she really? That's what I thought was about. Why is Dave Caldwell constantly in the boxing news this week? He's asked about his opinion on the fights and all this kind of stuff. Why is Dave Caldwell, a guy who's been exposed? I think it's Porky's channel, right? That he abused, huh? Or at the very least, was very inappropriate with young boys, making them strip and wrestling with them. He's been abused. He's been exposed by people, and they still bring him back on. What's up, Tommy Gunn? Good to see you. Inversion. Vidal Riley's on the undercard. Oh yeah, he's fighting Sonny Edwards' boy, Shavon Clark. Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in that either, right? And you know what gets Sonny? See, people say, "Oh, Sonny Edwards is good at commentating. He can speak well. He's got, he can read a fight well." But no one of his boyfriends is involved, like Lyndon Arthur or Chev Clark. He calls him Chev. Oh, Chev is gonna do this. He's like a nut hugger, you know? Yeah, he's like a fan. It's pathetic, man. Should be. If I was you, about to rehydrate as much as I can. Yeah, because they're not going to call it off, are they? But they'll probably like take even more money off him, man. Triple E. I hate Dubam. He's a clear cheater. Oh, for sure. I mean, he's the clear use of HGH on his knuckles and all that. And I mean, he gets looked after. Was it Howard Foster who saved him against Kevin Lorena? Kevin Lorena knocked him down 3 times with one punch. And afterwards, I go, "Oh yeah, he had a bad ankle." Well, it seemed fine after the first round. And Kevin Lorraine obviously was in on it. He's like, "You know what? I've done a video about it. I need to put my videos back up. They're not all back up." But like, he realized I'm not meant to knock him out, and he didn't follow up or anything. And then Howard Foster stopped the fight. I think it was Howard Foster. As soon as Lorena took a few shots, man. Triple E. They plan to destroy all religions. Well, they plan to have one world religion. Does Eubank beat Benn? I mean, I'm not sure. Because of the issues to do with his weight, it's hard to tell. Isn't Colwell half Pajit? That would explain his degenerate tendencies. Does he take a dump on the streets? Does a Paj take a dump on the streets? His name is Devinder. I think he was adopted. That's why he's got an anglicized name. Thanks, well said. Thank you for replying. It's no problem, brother. Keep asking any questions you want, brother. I think McKenna wins against Smith. Again, I just don't care, man. Life Journey Unity. I love your channel. Big fan of Charles. Thank you, bro. That's real kind, man. I appreciate it, man. And I hope I bring something different to the table, because most channels are just lame. Triple E. I told you this is a new PC, so I'm struggling. 2 of the Cal Lurge boxings, Bum and Eubanks. Well, actually, Conor Benn's dad, his dad is obviously of Nigel Benn, Trinidadian origin, I think. But the mum is actually mixed. So she's actually light. She's not white. She's light. But Eubanks, yeah, that was definitely his thing. Do you know what the interesting thing is, right? Go and have a look at Harlem Benn. Harlem Benn was born 4 days away from Conor Benn. Okay? Harlem Benn is the bastard, I guess you'd say, son of Nigel Benn. And that means he was smashing other women behind his wife's back. Harlem Benn's looks like Nigel. He's mixed. His mother was a sket, but some stripper or something. But, he's a bum anyway. The last good fight I've watched was Bataria Bivol rematch. The Kovalev after man fight, even though it didn't mean much, wasn't bad actually. But that's the only fight I saw out of, I don't know, I watched like 15 fights last week. David, hey guys, the order is in the room. Diversity is the way forward. Yes, don't be ignorant. Don't be so ignorant. Triple knee. He got dropped by Lorena, took long to recover, and was concussed. And now he's taking shots, right, of Gay J, without no LGBT. Yeah, it's very weird. He went from being a quitter who couldn't take a shot to being, he could always punch, so that's not a problem. To someone who could suddenly take shots, and he's enormous. And he's got all these little marks on his hands, which are a known product of taking HGH. But I quite like him. Because I think they're all cheating. Some are cheating more than others. But at least Dubon is likable. I'll give him that, Dubon. He's likable. He'd be like sitting there picking mangoes and stuff. Yeah. Goth Gruber. Otto Walibi's Michael Mandler. You mean Michael Chandler, right? With the cup chair. Oh, yeah. They're both sitting there in the cup. They get a cup sofa for those two to watch the women getting smashed by Daniel Dubon or someone. Should be the man. Oh, thank you, brother. That's very kind, man. I'll do my best. This is a channel for the funds. Boxing Bros UK. Yes, brother. My boy's got a channel, right? My boy's got a channel. So check. Am I right? Yeah. Check out my man's channel. It's great to see you here. Good to see you back, Chubby. Hope you're well. I wonder where all the great daily content went. Top channel. Oh, wait. We've got someone. We've got someone. Here we go.
The Triple B.
Who's here? Who the fuck is here? Who we got? Well, this is a surprise. Who we got here? The man, the one in a billion, the first Indian world champion, the man who has been harassed by haters, blacklisted, attacked. What's up, my man?
I'm great, man. How you doing yourself?
I ain't been great, but I had to do it live. I had to do it live for the fans, bro. I had to get
what the masses wanted. The masses want. I've been getting people ask me, "Where's Triple B been?" We thought you got kidnapped.
Yeah, well, psychologically, yeah. So listen, bro. A lot of stuff's been going on. Firstly, welcome to the show. It's great to see you. Have you had your hair cut, blood?
Yeah. I got rid of the bonnet. I kept my powers though, because I boxed literally, I think like 13 days ago. Laid the smack down. Another. Yeah, I boxed a 6'1" middleweight.
No way. How'd you get on?
I won in the fourth.
Sweet, you stopped him.
What? Yeah. I was actually losing, but
really?
Obviously I have that sort of power to change fights.
So for everyone, we got my boy Prince Patel on the show. So make sure you ask. If you've got any questions. Now, I want to know a little bit more because obviously I've followed your Twitter and there was some people have been saying some bad stuff, right, about you.
Yeah, you got Harvey Benn. What a day. That geezer, yeah, he wants to sodomize me.
What?
Yeah, he wants to sodomize me. Yeah, he wants to sodomize me. He wants to also leave me leaking in different orifices.
Look, so you mean like stabbing, right?
Yeah, that's what he basically. He wanted to meet me for a scrap and leave me leaking in different places.
Blood clot.
Obviously, that's the son of Nigel Benn, innit? The geezer who claimed that one of his sons was sparring William's skull and made him quit after 8 rounds.
Yeah, he's been.
He couldn't make 2 bums that he fought at 154 quit, but obviously made IBF world champion William's skull give best.
Is that his claim? I mean, I would take that with a pinch of salt. But what's more interesting, right? So you've actually been threatened to be stabbed by this bum. I called him
What?
Harlem Ben, but it's Harley
Oh,
Ben.
by the son of Nigel, by the son of Nigel Benn. Yeah, I've been threatened to be stabbed
I mean,
and left leaking
so why haven't the British Box and Border Control fined him
because
100K for
because
threatening
the
to stab?
because the because the board don't care about me, man. I don't think the geezers who run in the British Box and Border Control care if I was deceased or not.
That's disgraceful, man. I mean, that's
I
way
agree with
worse than
that.
slapping someone with an egg, isn't it not?
I would. I don't know, man. Does a brown life matter? Does an Indian life matter to these people?
Oh, you think it's a racial thing? I don't know,
I don't know.
bro.
I don't know if it's a racial thing, but I just feel like I'm like public enemy for speaking the truth and stuff. Be like yourself. Why is the Triple B not on a higher platform?
Oh, shadow ban, bro, because they speak the truth here. We speak the
You've
truth.
seen you've seen the pundit team for the Zone broadcast team for this
No, who are
weekend.
they? Who are they?
Frampton's there, Barry Jones, forgotten world champion.
Barry Jones, the worst world champion ever, who never beat any
Ever,
world class.
literally.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy?
Yeah, that guy's there.
The guy that you
Tony
win?
Value's there. There's a guy called Denzel, something Jacob Denzel. I've never heard of him, but I don't know who that guy is.
Damn. So Shane Bongos, he's a big fan of the channel.
Well,
So
well,
he said he wants to know if the
Shane.
princess kissed any girls recently. What?
It sounds like Shane Bongus wants me to make an OnlyFans.
No, Shane.
Yeah, I don't know,
Shane is
man. It
not
seems
into
like it's Shane
masculinity.
Bongus. If Shane Bongus is into, hung Indian geezers, then obviously I don't blame him.
Shane, man, what do you say, brother Shane? Well, I'm sure, brother.
Because
Brother
brother Shane, this isn't a Corey channel. Let's remember that. This isn't Corey channel.
This is not a Corey channel, but brother Shane, he gets a lot of pum pum from all different races. He doesn't discriminate at all. I don't think he's into Corey's brother. So I mean, he can answer for himself. Shane, what are you going to say about that, brother? Let's see. We'll see what Shane has to say.
What do you think? What do the masses at home think of Big Malk, aka Spencer Two-Face Fearon, aka Spencer 4 Rounds?
Do you want to Spencer 4 rounds? I like it. I sometimes when I feel depressed, I put on David Walker these Spencer 4 rounds, and I'm like, tell us, because was there an incident? Did something happen?
Somewhat of an altercation kicked off at Churchill's gym between me and Spencer 4 Rounds. Obviously, you had Badu Jack was there, a few other fighters were there, but obviously Badu Jack's a bigger name than me, so he was like proper up Badu's ass. Like I'm talking, spreading the arse cheeks, getting the tongue right in there, all that sorts of bullshit. And then when Badu left the gym and he was still there, he was just looking around, innit? He was looking around for the next highest name. Saw myself and was trying to like get my attention to say hello, but I'm just ignoring him because I don't forget things. If someone disses me, I will remember that to the grave. So I went back in around the time that Lee McGregor fought Cash Baruch. He dropped some insults towards me. Said my name weren't even worth the energy to speak. Refused to even say my name in this interview, and was basically saying that it's a joke how I'm ranked above these guys and all this sorts of bullshit. And I had to bring that up to him. I was like, you can't come up to me, say hello, and try and act like we're cool when you've been chatting shit on the internet about me. And he was like, oh, I swear on my life, I've never chatted shit about you. Oh, I've never said anything about. I was like, no, you're talking shit. So not only did you talk shit, but now you're looking me square in the face and you're lying, which makes it even worse.
But he's a coward, right?
I just said, look, I ain't gonna slap you or anything. I think you're a dickhead. I don't want to be around people like you. When I say people like him, I mean scumbags that chat shit online and try to act cool in your face. Two-Face, I would call it, Two-Face. And I just don't want to speak to you. So don't ever touch me while I'm perspirating with sweat in the gym on the shoulder. And don't ever do that because we ain't cool. And then he's all like, realized he felt embarrassed, so tried to like up his voice and shit. Then I had to tell him, you'll be in some extreme fucking danger if you tried to step to me. And then,
So, I mean, like, did you ever get the feeling that he would have the balls to step up?
no, he said he'll kick me in the head, and I told him he'd be in some extreme danger. Then he was standing near the door at the end of it when everyone pulled us apart, and I went, "Nah, you got to fucking stand outside, you mug! Like, you can chat shit about me and come to my gym and just watch me train with a semi on or something. Now, what's that about?"
Why was he at the gym?
To bumlick Badu Jack, because Badu Jack trains in the same gym.
Right.
So obviously, he saw Badu, and when Badu left, he was trying to look for the next like piece of meat. Yeah.
He's just trying to get his face in the picture again, like usual. So my boy Vel Schmerz goes, ask Prince Patel if you're worried about things kicking off between India and Pakistan. Because
you know, obviously I'm not for wars and violence and all that sort of stuff, but I think the best way to deal with this is stick me in against Amir Khan. You know, Amir Khan's a youth. He's a cuck. According to his religion, he's a youth. I think that's the best form of India v Pakistan. What, 2x world champions, highest achievers from each country, getting it on, laying the smackdown, and obviously the superior nation will prevail.
Who? I mean, India have got a lot more troops and what would you say, resources, right?
Just super. I don't want to sound like I'm being disrespectful to Pakistan, but I believe Indian men are superior. I believe we're stronger. I believe we're better. I believe we're better looking. I believe the country itself is all round better than Pakistan.
Okay, talking about the Khans, right? Now, number one, who's the biggest cuck? Otto Wallin, Michael Chandler, or Amir Khan?
Amir Khan, because he can't even like give a response to it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was having a bit of a dispute with his brother, you know, the ugly one. So you got Reject Khan and you got Cut Khan. Yeah. Reject Khan, which is Haroon, who somehow fluked the bronze medal in the Commonwealth Games, which actually should be stripped from him. And I'll tell you why, because he wasn't eligible to fight for Pakistan when he got that medal.
Yeah.
So the fact that he weren't eligible, he should be stripped from it because he should never have been there. Do you see what I'm saying?
What, Haroon?
Yeah, when he got the Commonwealth bronze, who claims his professional record is better than my professional record.
Well, he's done nothing, right?
Exactly, exactly. This is what happens when you're dealing with Khans, isn't it? A lot of these guys are delusional. You got Cut Khan, you got Reject Khan, and you got Shah Khan.
Yeah,
Shah's obviously raised a bunch of wastemans, isn't it?
What? So what? It was Haroon trying to threaten you up?
Well, I done an interview on a podcast, and I was mentioning how his brother used to call me out years ago, but then conveniently had a shoulder injury and retired. And obviously no one's ever heard from him since. So what I was saying is, I mentioned that in the interview, then he tried to put it on his story on Instagram, and I thought, well, Amir never responds to me. Maybe his brother just messaged me like, on Instagram, still in the DMs. So I thought, let's get a bit of a conversation going. Yeah. Then we had some Hindu-phobic comments from Haroon Khan.
Oh, really? What did he say, man?
He tried to tell me that my mum drinks cow piss.
Really?
Yeah, obviously. It's just generic fucking typical bullshit, do you know what I mean? But to be honest, I feel so comfortable if I was locked in a room with Cut Khan and Reject Khan that I would fucking destroy both of them at the same time.
Well, Harry Khan is not going to, as they called him, Harry Khan. You remember that?
Like, yeah, because obviously he wanted to change his name because he was embarrassed of Haroon.
And
see what I'm saying?
He's a drunkard, right?
Yeah, I think Farrell McDoon, who took pictures of him and put it online.
That's right. But
of him being drunk, innit?
Amir's wife, who cuckolds Amir.
Yeah.
Also,
openly, Amir said, "Look, we don't actually know. Like, people could say these things, like, oh, guys are cut, blah blah blah, but we have actual evidence. We have Amir Khan himself going on Twitter saying she sends him pictures of other men that she wants to be with."
Are you serious? That is some sick stuff, man.
That's on public record. If you was to Google the Twitter dispute they had, that's on the Sun. The Sun have took screen grabs and put it up, and Arme's exposed as a cuck, as a youth.
That's disgusting, man. Imagine admitting that. Okay, so Sugar Shay goes, big up Chubby.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay, how do you respond to that? You just got.
I want the big names.
Yeah.
I can't dispute that, because the truth is a lot of the guys I'm fighting, no one's ever heard of, which is true. Right. I'll put my hands up to that. But you can't say I haven't been calling out the big names. I want it to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner for Conor Benn. I want it to be that guy. Obviously, Chris is going to be the guy that's going to get the opportunity to do it. But I want it to be that guy. I want to be the guy that knocks out Amir Khan again for like the 7th time in his career. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy.
Do you think you'd lay him out?
Oh, for sure. Well, I'll be honest with you. As long as I catch him, which I've got, it would be 12 rounds, right? So as long as in that 12 rounds, as long as I can catch him, I know I'll take him out.
Do you think,
I personally believe I've got the power to knock out anyone if I catch them right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'll outbox him, make him look stupid, whatever, but I know if I catch Amir Khan, which I'm definitely got the capabilities of doing, I can knock him out.
Yeah. I mean, do you think people are deliberately keeping you away from the big fights? And could you go to Misfits?
I believe personally, I've got a profile that should be in big fights. I believe that people would be interested. Like if someone would say Prince Patel against, I don't know, like a big name, like a Conor Benn, Amir Khan or whatever, and Adam Azim, people would tune in for these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought the problem is that the establishment of boxing, they're all linked. They pretend to be separate promoters and the board and blah, blah, but they're all linked and they back themselves up. Do you feel like they've decided we're going to blacklist Prince Patel because he bucked up against our control of the business?
Probably, yeah. But another way I like to look at it is, why does every boxer box? They box as a kid to become a world champion, right? They box as a kid to become a champion. I've become what? Commonwealth, Intercontinental, World Champion. And I did that on my own.
Yeah.
I basically showed, if you want to achieve your dreams, you don't need people to be blowing trumpets up your ass and have them tell you, we can make you into this, we can make you into that. I did it myself.
Yeah. I think the problem is, I think the establishment don't like it when fighters have too much control. It was even worse back in the day when Mickey Duff, whose real name is Marek Pronek, he used to control everything. And if you weren't with him, you didn't get nothing. But that still seems to be coming on, man.
Yeah, it's a bit like the music world in the 90s. If you weren't signed to certain record labels or something, they wouldn't push you on the radio and all that sort of bullshit. So, you know, at the end of the day, the way I look at my life, whether I get hit by a bus and die today or tomorrow, or whatever, I still managed to somewhat beat the system. I started off in the small hall shows, started on a Steve Nowen show, knocked out a guy in 90 seconds, had the promoters interested in me after, like your Warrens and your Hearn. Went with Warren, which was probably a stupid decision, but went with him, got shelved, beat a guy that was 4-0 in my third fight, then got shelved, got my contract back, and pushed on. Done everything.
ST says, this is interesting, right? Prince, you really need to get buddy with the promoters to get big fights, or join Misfits for the bag.
I'll slap the shit out of Harley Benn on Misfits. That could be made. I've been calling for that for a while. Thing is, I spoke to Mams, who's one of the main promoters for Misfits.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's keen, sometimes he's not keen. So it's like, I don't know, it's hit and miss with him. Like, but all I can do really now is just keep trying to grow my social medias. Like, my social media on Instagram's gone from 11K in December to 38K now. So like, it's growing. It's a strong growth is happening. That's without any promoters, by the way. That's just off me, just being me, being sexy.
But would you be prepared to sign with Misfits though, right?
I'm prepared to sign with anyone. I just want to fight. I want the big fights.
Yeah. I mean, how old are you now, bro?
32.
Yeah. So, like, you know, boxing, you know, it's limited how much time you've got. So we've got to make that move, right?
100%. Well, I've had 4 fights at super light welterweight and a bit heavier since I won the IBO. I've won all 4, knocked out all 4, haven't gone past 6 rounds in the process. Picked up an IBF regional title as well at welterweight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, the doors are going to have to open eventually.
You want a Commonwealth title? These are serious titles, right? The
Yeah.
IBO title. So my boy, Boxing Classics, yeah. Where are you, Prince? You're a TV Gold. It's ridiculous you're not signed up. So you got backers here. So, I mean, I think you know, there's clearly people that want to see you get them those fights.
Look, I hope personally that Eubank beats Benn, obviously because Benn tested positive twice and needs some sort of punishment. Do you know what I mean? So he said he's going to come back down to 147 after this fight.
Okay.
Now, if he gets himself,
how much do you weigh now? How much do you weigh now?
Who, me? Probably a little bit heavier than that right now. But I just fought, so I've been eating shit. But probably, truthfully, about probably same as what he weighed about 156. He weighted. I'm probably about 154 easy, maybe 153, maybe 155.
You started off with flyweight, right?
Yeah, but that was like Mauron. You know what? I started to realize this when I actually stopped boxing at bantamweight. I was eating like between 500 and 1,000 calories when I was doing superfly, bantam, them sort of weights. So I was like restricted on food. Whereas now I'm just eating. I'm on an all-you-can-eat sort of diet. Like,
higher weight? Do you feel you're better, stronger at higher weight?
More explosive, definitely. More powerful. I can take punches a little bit better as well. But I'm not going to chat shit and say I don't tire. Like, obviously, unless I've like been training hard, I in the later rounds, the cardio does play up a bit.
This guy goes Boxing Classics HQ. Can you sign with Mick Hennessy? Have you spoken
Bro,
to him?
I'm going to be honest. I like him. But I don't really. Actually, I don't like him. I like his son though, and his daughter seems. I'm not really keen on female boxing, but his son's all right though. Yeah. But that guy wasted my time.
Did he?
He wasted my time. I won the Commonwealth title in 2021. He was interested in signing me. We were talking about going down the WBA route. We were going to bring in a South American. We were going to fight him for, I think, the interim. Then we was going to get a shot for the regular. Then I was going to try and push for the Estrada Gonzalez win around the time. And he agreed with this. He liked the idea. And then he just ghosted me.
Right.
Just ghosted me and then rang me like, go on.
No, I just wonder if, do you think pressure was put on him by haters or the establishment?
Oh, we had a conversation and he was like, he was telling me some bollocks about, do you want to be like Huey Fury, where you can't leave your house because everyone comes up to you and stops you and wants to take pictures with you. I was thinking to myself, I knew it was bullshit because that don't happen to Huey Fury. Yeah, he's on a farm somewhere eating his porridge, all that bullshit, trying to put Curacao on his back. I don't know what he's doing, yeah. But he ain't a superstar, yeah. But I just went along with him and I was like, yeah, of course. And I was saying to him, look, Mick, we both know once I sign with you and have fights on Channel 5, people will tune in 100%, and I will get you to the fucking elite level. Yeah, because no one else is getting you to the world level. Be me. Yeah, and then he was all feeling it. I could tell he had a semi, and fucking he just ghosted me. And then 2 weeks before I was about to have a fight for the IBF Intercontinental and WBO Global, he rings me up and goes, "Would you be interested in fighting one of the Edwards brothers?" I went, "Yeah, what we talking?" So I was fighting November 27th, and he goes, "But this fight will be like December 13th." It was his last fight on Channel 5. It was when Isaac Ikombo picked up an IBF international title. Yeah. And he said, "Would you be interested in fighting him?" So I was like, "Well, yeah. What we talking money wise, and are they aware of this fight being have you told them about this?" He goes, "No, I ain't told them." I was like, "But we're like November 20th right now, and I'm fighting in a week's time, and now you're telling me about this December 13th bullshit." I was like, it sounded to me like there was a lot of pressure happening with Channel 5 telling them you got to put like a sexy fight on or something to get people interested, or you're getting a P45 and P60.
Yeah, again, okay. This is a complete different question.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win Eubank Benn? Will you excuse me? I need to join the lizard. Talk to the people and tell what you think about this fight. I know you'd like to fight Conor Bum, right? But tell us, because it's allegedly a big fight, right? Even though
no, it is a big fight. It's a big fight. Well, to be honest, we have to listen to what Nigel, the Dog Destroyer, said. The man who two-timed his wife for a stripper called Lisa Andrews, who then created Harley Benn. We have to listen to that man. The fact that he said his son has been sparring Denzel Bentley and controlling the rounds, has been sparring William Skull, IBF super middleweight world champion, and 4 rounds were even. Then after the 4, Conor just took away. You got to take that all into consideration, because Nigel, the man who cheated on his wife, Benn, said that. So taking that all into consideration and the BS I know that Nigel was talking there, I'm going to go with Chris.
How? Points or stoppage?
Well, no, after the first round, if it's going to be a stoppage. It depends if Conor can take the bangs, but in the video clips I've seen of Conor sparring Denzel Bentley, I've not actually seen the spars. I've just seen the end where his gloves just look bare girthy. They look like 20-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
Why are you sparring a guy in 20-ounce gloves? And he's gonna fight someone else who's gonna be more explosive, throw more punches with 10s.
Yeah. I mean, so going back to I always call him a Harlem Benn, but it's not. His name is Harley Benn. It's Harlem.
I call him Harvey because he looks a bit like Harvey Price.
So right, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember you pointing this out on your Twitter that Harley Benn was born 4 days apart.
Yeah, 4 days after Conor and his sister India was born.
Oh, they're twins, right? So so that means Nigel was banging some hooker, some bra.
No, he was banging a former stripper called Lisa Andrews.
Damn, it's funny how these. Also, like Harley Benn looks like his dad, but he can't fight like him. You know what I'm saying? He's got no power.
No, but at the end of the day,
he's only good with a knife. He's only good with a blade.
Look, forget all that because he still would have to catch me to be able to put a knife through me. But let's talk about Conor laying the smackdown and making IBF super middleweight champion William Skull quit.
Do you think it's just lies?
Well, can we take anything Nigel says serious? This is a man that would cheat on his wife. He made vows.
Yeah.
And still cheated.
Yeah, that's no good.
What kind of a man does that make Naughty Nigel?
Also,
the man who sided with Tommy Robinson.
Did he?
He did on Twitter. Google it. So I've got the screen grab. Don't worry about that. To be honest, at the end of the day, we already know what sort of geezer Nigel is.
Yeah, I mean, there are rumors. He was friends with Tony Tucker. You know the guy, the gangster?
I know the character who played him, Terry Stone, in the movies.
Yeah.
Terrence Stone.
These guys were allegedly involved in, PDs and drugs.
I heard of a good source that Nigel apparently one time faked passing out to avoid the test.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
I heard of a reliable source that Nigel was banging a stripper / bros and got her pregnant.
Well, I mean, I think the proof is the proof is in Harley Benn.
And then, and then a strange-looking kid with a jerry curl who wants to stab me popped out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just shocked that nothing's been done about that. You know, because that ain't, you know, these days you get, you know, 3 years for saying a tweet that's controversial.
Look, but it's all as I said before. I think it's like a bigger agenda that's against me. Do you know what I mean? Like, the world wants to see my crucifixion. They want to see me get crucified. They want to see me get buried alive. But that can never happen. I will keep winning.
Yeah,
I've got the longest British current knockout streak.
Have you recently? You know, like, obviously you're 1 in a billion. So,
And that's over 10 fights in a row, by the way. 10 fights spanning over
stoppages.
All stoppages. The longest knockout ratio streak in the UK at the moment. The active longest streak.
What you know, like, because you are the first Indian champion, do you get a lot of messages from Indians? Do you get a lot of
I actually do. If you go on my Instagram, there's a post that I pinned at the top that's got like 320,000 likes.
Really?
Yeah. And my posts now, when I put them up, especially the ones with the flags and stuff, the love that I'm getting from the community, from the Indian brothers and sisters out there, you know, it's amazing. That's why I think a fight against someone like Adam Azim for his IBO world title could be huge.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of rivalry between Pakistan and India, right?
Yeah.
Without the current status, would you have you not been offered a fight in India?
Nope.
No. I mean, they don't have a very active boxing, you know, like, promotion there.
They do, and they don't. It's like there was talks of Conor McGregor fighting Logan Paul in Mumbai. Yeah. There was talks of that. There were talks of potentially me fighting on the undercard, and then when that fight never happened, it just there's bullshit. And
yeah. Do you think Conor McGregor is ever going to fight again?
If he wants to fight a former world champion, and see which country who has the orange, white, and green.
What about more Prince Patel? He's Conor McGregor. Prince Patel. He's Conor McGregor.
Give me like a little bit more time to bulk up a bit more, but yeah, we could do that. I'm open to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's money. That makes money. But okay, so we got a question from Inversion.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. Would Prince Patel fight?
I would fucking decapitate Niraj Goya.
Decapitation. Who is he? Who is he, bro?
He signed to Jake Paul. He fought a Brazilian comedian on the Mike Tyson Jake Paul undercard. He won on points. He's a fake boxer. He's just like an Instagram sort of boxer. He knows if I was to fight him, there's only one outcome.
Who's the other good? India has a few good amateurs, right? Vijender Singh seems to have stopped, but there's another guy. I did a video on him. What's his name? Raj something. He was an Olympian. He got to the quarterfinals.
Has he just boxed professionally?
Yeah, he's just started boxing professionally.
Nishant Dev.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, he ain't bad. He ain't bad, actually. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and like try to mug off Indians and stuff, because obviously they're my people and I feel the connection. But like, yeah, he's a good fighter. But Niraj, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's good. That's not the good rep. Like, Amir was interested in having it India against Pakistan recently when MVP, which is Jake Paul's lot, spoke to him about him against Niraj. Then he priced himself out, asking for 10 million plus 25 flights plus 3 slots on the undercard, plus AK promotions written everywhere, dick pics flying around, all that bullshit. He just priced himself out, and he'd happily do that against someone like Niraj, but he won't do that against someone like me.
What's the highest weight you'd fight at?
But I dreamt as a kid of fighting a heavyweight.
What? Serious?
I did as a kid, but I wanted to be. I used to say, like, to be the world champion, you have to be the heavyweight world champion.
Well,
But obviously, I'm not deluded. Like, I've got a lot. I'm lacking in length, mate. I'm gonna be honest. I'm lacking in length.
you're a girth man, not a length man.
Exactly. And that's usually what the women like. They like the girth, but I'm lacking in the length, mate. But it's just if I just wish I could wake up 6'5", man. Game changer.
How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8".
5'8.5" in shoes though.
Yeah, 5'8.5". Fair enough, brother.
In shoes.
What about women, man? What's going on with the women's situation? Have you got any pum going on?
Let's just stay off the topic. Let's just.
It's complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Louis says it's not a Corey channel, so maybe. But so have you got anything lined up? Fights? Have you got any fights lined up?
But I ain't gonna lie, like I hurt my finger. Like not through anything sexual. But my last fight when I fucking licked him. And I thought it would just heal itself, but it's still kind of hurting.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like if it's maybe early signs of arthritis or I fractured it or something. I don't know what's going on.
Let's see your hand again.
It's just like the middle finger's like just getting all inflamed and dick pics. Like.
Well, maybe you're a puncher now. That's the problem because punchers always have hand problems, right?
It's just a middle finger problem, but that's it. It's
the middle finger problem.
Yeah, the rest of the hand. I don't normally get hand problems, but like because if you punch correctly, you won't get hand problems.
Yeah, you know Tam Booth, right? I don't like to talk about him because I think he's wrong. But so you went to Morocco again, did you not?
Oh, only once.
What's that recent thing where you're trying to chat up women and he's got no game?
Oh, that's literally a year ago. I got a notification that popped up the other day. Yeah, that's a year ago.
Oh, I thought because they only just got released.
He's recycling the old material.
Would you fight him?
Bro, I asked him to his face, like would you be up for it? First he was all a bit reluctant. Then he was like, yeah. Then after the arm wrestle when I grabbed him and threw him around a little bit, he then like sort of like was like every time I'd mention it, he'd pull away from it. It's like he felt physical strength and knew like he's like some joke who sits on his sofa drinking piss and fucking smoking weed. And I'm out here fucking literally fucking and lifting heavy ass weights and laying the smack down in sparring and in the gym and in actual combat. Also, I'm learning Krug Maga at the moment.
Oh, that's Israeli.
Yeah, I'm learning Krug Maga because in case Harley Benn tries to penetrate me and leave me leaking, I need to learn some Mr. Miyagi type Krug Maga type shit.
I wouldn't worry. I think he's unlikely to.
I don't know because if you're the son of Nigel Benn, you're obviously a serious geezer. You know, one of his sons was laying the smackdown on William Skull, IBF super middleweight champion.
So you think that like they're a dangerous family?
Yeah, I think Harley Benn, who's been beat by an 0-16 and a malnourished Indian looking guy. 100%, a very dangerous bloodline there, you know.
Yeah, I think he stopped like only 10% of the guys he's fought as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one guy I remember watching that. I think that was his debut.
Yeah, I mean he's. He
stopped one guy.
Boxers, but
he stopped one guy.
Right.
One guy.
He's no puncher. Word on the street, Emperor Michael had to go back to Eritrea. Do you know who Emperor Michael is? Prince Patel called the SO, the 5-0 on him. Is there truth to this?
I don't even. I know one of my mates is Eritrean. No, I'm not aware of who this guy is.
So it's not real, right? Emperor Michael was this kind of. I had him on a channel and he was friendly and all that, but he got really upset. He refused to spar Sonny Edwards. at 3 days' notice, even though he'd been training for a fight because he was scared of Sonny Edwards. Like, you wouldn't be scared of Sonny Edwards, would you?
No, never, never.
What do you think of Sonny?
He's not really an attractive looking person, is he? Let's be real. He's just, like, I suppose beauty's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Like, there might be some people out there that are into dwarfs with receding hairlines.
Yeah, yeah, Sonny. I mean, he seems to have got a gig. Like,
yeah, you know, at the end of the day, look, I don't particularly like him as a person, but he's done fairly well. Former world champion. He's now doing some punditry stuff, but him doing punditry stuff shows that, like, he was given a lot of stuff. Does that make sense? Like, way he managed to actually fight for the IBF world title, the way they managed to bring a guy over during COVID, where he had to quarantine for like 10, 15 days. In a boxing nation like Tunisia, do you know what I mean?
Do you think? I mean,
severance pay, innit? That's obvious, isn't it?
Do you remember when they used to say Eddie Hearn said that he thought Sonny Edwards was the pound for pound best British boxer? Do you agree with that?
No, I'm not gonna. I don't like to discredit people because he is a decent fighter, and just because you're not the best pound for pound boxer in the country or the world, don't mean you're shit. He's good. I'm not gonna say he's crap. He might not say the same about me, but I think he's fairly decent. I don't think he can crack an egg, but he's decently skillful. I don't think he likes getting punched, but no one does really. But I think he's more susceptible to being hurt. But yeah, good luck to him, man. If he does box again, good luck to him. Our paths will never collide.
I don't think he will, because I don't think you can make much money as a flyweight, and he's got his finger in some other pies. You know, the DAZN commentary. He manages fighters. I think Giorgio Vicioli.
Well, you know, good luck to him, man. That's all I can really say. I'm not someone that's bitter, who's gonna like want people. He's never really said anything. Well, actually, he said a couple of derogatory stuff to me when we were younger, but like, he's never really done anything to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, he could never do anything to me.
I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think, you know, he kind of can be obnoxious sometimes.
No, but he's been given chances, and fair play to him. Like, good luck with that. So whereas if you're someone like me who has to do things on his own back, it's different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Someone gets asked, what do I think of PC
what PC Gully was like? So
Galtasaar, but
that's the guy who runs Boxing King Media, right?
Yeah. One of the guys, because there's multiple guys. He's all right. He has his favorites. He likes certain things to be said on his channel. He doesn't like certain things. Like, he asked me a question about Fraser Clark, and then obviously because he come out to Lethal Bizzle, Pow song, I done my own song going, Pow, it's Flabby Clark, Pow, he just got sparked. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to put that up. I was like, well, then why ask me about him? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But you know, he never said anything negative to me, but I've heard him do interviews with other people and dropped my name and done it in a comical way where he'll put something in their mouth to try and diss me with.
Yeah. I mean, some people would say that's just part of the game, you know.
That's the reason why I haven't said anything and been like, oh, I think you're a dick. But I can read between the lines. I can tell whether he likes me or not. Done an interview with Adam Azim, face to face, and I had to tell him that the guy he looks up to, Amir Khan, is a cock. He's a youth. He allowed his girl to get blacked and stretched by A to the J.
Blood clot.
He then start. I said, and that's the sort of role model you look up to, a guy that's a cuck, the youth.
Yeah, I find that all very weird.
And then he asked me a question on. He asked him, who do you think would win between Conor, Benn, and me? And then he didn't really give an answer. He just said Conor's his mate. I went, but his dad's a Tommy Robinson supporter, right? So how does that make you feel? and he then
Tommy Robinson. Do you know Tommy Robinson is owned by a certain country, though, right? You know that, don't you?
bro? He probably is. I don't really know. I don't really know. But what I do know is he said a lot of stuff that people like Adam Azim shouldn't be liking.
Yeah.
And obviously Nigel's a supporter of him. So what does Nigel really think of Adam then? And then also he asked me a question: who do you think would win between Dalton and Adam? While Adam's sitting next to me, and I went, well, to be honest, the fight was agreed to be made, wasn't it? It was mandatory for the European, and you vacated. And then he goes to me, word for word. Ghoul has the footage. If he wants to release it, he can. He goes, Allah told me not to take the fight. I went,
Yeah.
what? So you spoke to Allah? And then he goes, well, not me in it, yeah, but like my team in it. So I went, so Shane McGuigan and Barry McGuigan have spoken to Allah. He goes, no, not like spoken to Allah, but they told me, because he's got the accent in it. He's got that like fresh South Asian, I'm born in the UK type accent. So he was there like, so obviously like they told me not to take the fight in it, yeah. And then Ghoul interrupted saying, well, the fight will be bigger down the line, innit? But that's where he was not impartial there. He said what he wasn't even thinking. Do you know what I mean?
So he's playing the game, right? Which unfortunately, if you don't
why don't he play the game by making me look like the good person and what I am, which is a proven knockout puncher, which is someone who's gone the hard way, had to go to the middle of Africa multiple times, all around the Middle East, all around Europe on his own.
Yeah, I get it, man.
You think these guys would go? You think Adam Azim would go to the middle of Africa without Shane McGuigan being in his corner, without having a luxury fucking hotel?
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think would win between Dalton Smith and Adam Azim? To me, this is my perspective. Azim seems superior. I keep on hearing about how Dalton Smith is a great puncher, and
look, I think Dalton beats him at the moment, and I think Adam's team know that, and that's why they haven't took the fight. If you ask me who would I prefer to fight out the two, I'd probably say Adam. And I actually will say Adam, because I think that's a good fight. India against Pakistan.
Would you fight both of them?
What does that mean?
No, would you fight Smith? Would you fight Azim?
Well, I'll fight anyone. I want to be in the big fights. I want to be receiving some good mullah. And I want to be laying the smackdown, proving where I belong.
Yeah. So, I mean, the question is...
You know the Triple B, I realized why you're wearing shades right now.
Say that again?
I know why you're wearing shades.
Why is that?
Because you see how bright my future is.
You've got a few good lyrics, bro. I'll give you that. Do you know what you look like, right? This is no haterism. Especially when you widened your eyes. You look like Paul Malignaggi. Do you know who Paul Malignaggi is?
The proven non-puncher. The one who sparred Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You know what? As a kid, I'm going to be honest. As a kid, I used to look up to Paulie. I liked the bravado. I liked the showmanship. But when I met him in person, I thought he was a dickhead.
Really? What did he say to you, man?
He didn't say anything. But you know when someone gives you attitude, like they feel they're superior.
Really? Because that's weird. Because I thought Paulie was more down to earth. Like,
bro, I slapped the shit out of him. You know, actually talking about that, with the weight, the weight he used to fight at, 147. I would fuck him up.
Well, I mean, I think he's probably retired, but like you said, like anything can happen, especially with misfits. I think Paulie couldn't punch. That was the problem. He couldn't punch. He couldn't break eggs. I seen him fight, live. And I always quite like Paulie because he had skills, but he just could not punch his way out of a...
You know what? The older I've got and the more educated I've got with boxing, I don't actually think his boxing was that good.
I thought... You don't think his boxing... I don't think it was amazing.
Now, you have to say it is good, but he's had easy routes to world titles. But like, I think he's a 2-weight or 2-time world champion. But when you break it, because obviously to have no power and win world titles, you must be decent. But I feel he's had easy routes to it. But then it's like, I look at the mistakes he makes. His chin's in the air. He's quite robotic where he throws like loads of shots sometimes, where he's just exposing his chin and all that. Like,
Agreed.
bro,
he showed. I thought against Miguel Cotto, he showed toughness.
He showed heart. Yeah, he showed heart, but it looked a bit like an off Cotto night as well. Like, watch his fight against Broner, watch his other like Khan fight. He wasn't even like remotely competitive against Khan, and Khan isn't good. Let's call it what it is. Khan isn't good.
Yeah, you know, the other day I looked at his record. I totally forgotten that Sam Eggington knocked him out.
Yes, and there was a point where Sam Eggington just dropped his hands and was like, "Hit me, just hit me," and he was throwing bare punches, trying his hardest, and no effect.
Yeah, it was.
And like what someone said before, this person gave you a little congratulations. They said that Paulie.
We got love. Got love tonight. We got love. Look at this. This channel's a fucking gem, man. There we go. Keep going. Speak, Prince.
You know what? I've been telling the Triple B to come back because the masses need him.
I know.
The masses need him.
But you know, I've had problems. Things have been difficult, and I'm permanently pissing in the wind against being, you know, I say anything controversial, and before you know it, I get no. My views drop. You know, they stopped showing me in results. It's frustrating, but I'm glad to be back. We came back.
You see what they said about what's that guy called Paulie? Yeah, against some 5'2" Benn and the bare knuckle thing MMA guy who beat him up. Yeah. That's because Paulie don't have the power to hold guys off. You see what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't. I mean, some people say he's got very bad hands, but I mean, the idea of going into bare knuckle when he can't punch is not a good idea. Because I don't know if you watched any of the bare knuckle Artem Lobov, that's his name, Artem Lobov, right? Conor McGregor's buddy. So, but like, I don't know if you've seen any bare knuckle stuff, but it's violent, bro. Would you ever do that?
Bro, I'll fight. It depends what the cash is saying, isn't it? Like, depends what the cash is saying.
That much money yet, but if you sit down and watch the show, you get violence, you get drama. You know,
you get some brutal knockouts. I see Hannah Rankin get destroyed out there.
Oh, but
fucking,
you know Hannah, right? You sparred with her, right?
Yeah, not really. Yes, you could say that. Yeah.
What, you refuse to hit her?
No. I'll be truthful. Actually, we sparred. I was only touching her to the head, but a couple body shots, I was like sinking them in. And there was one time, like, she come back the next day, like, and showed like a hip, like the oblique area. Damn, that was like purple, black, blue, fucking like. I felt bad, like.
Well, I don't
like, think really bad. Like I thought, raw, like.
But she got laid out. She got
cold.
Right?
Yeah.
Cold. I mean, but that's what I mean about bare knuckle. There's no.
She's a nice person, though. Nice person.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? She should go back to playing the bassoon. You know what a bassoon is?
It's an instrument. Yeah, the bassoon.
Yeah. There's this big pipe thing and she used to be a bassoonist, but then she went into fighting. It's quite weird, isn't it? But you know, I mean, I don't have no haterism for anyone.
Look, good luck to her, man. Good luck. Good luck to her, whatever she wants to do, man. Cool. Good luck to her. She gets some punditry work. How did Paulie win Zab Judah? Yeah, I know. I don't understand how that happened. But then again, how did Khan beat Zab Judah with a low punch?
Well,
let's get that correct. A low punch. See, the thing is, yeah, if I was to fight Khan, he'd get fucked up, man. Needs to happen.
Do you think he's got the guts to do it?
Well, really and truly, if I ever come face to face with this guy, I'm gonna have to stick it on him in person.
Yeah.
Gonna have to stick it on him in person, get some videos out there of me and him having an altercation. He's a cuck victim. How can we entertain a man that allows his wife to get stretched open by big A to the
I don't
Ross
know.
Clark J.
I don't know what's wrong with people that find that.
Boxing Classics HQ, would you allow your wife to get with big A to the Ross Clark J? Would you allow big A to the Ross Clark J to stretch her?
Yeah, further do retro. Bassoons don't hit back. Yeah, maybe stick to the bassoon. But do you think, like, okay, I mean, like, okay, my opinion is that Gay J.
Yeah, but how many guys they can't fight that were well past it? Barrera, fucking Judah, fucking half the guys on his record. Like,
That's an interesting question. I like boxing questions, right? Larry Jablinski. I'm interested to know what
Ricardo Mayorga was all right. He was an all right fighter. I think if he took boxing a bit more serious, he could have been better. I quite like this for someone who didn't speak English. He was quite entertaining at press conferences and stuff like that. He was all right. Yeah, he's decent fighter as well.
Do you think you beat him? Then?
What, prime for prime?
Prime, yeah.
Is my prime at 118 or 147? What are we working with? I believe my real prime would be me at welterweight, but quite tall. Does that make sense? Because a 5'8" bantamweight would be like probably what, a 5'11", 6 foot welterweight.
Yeah.
I think if I had that sort of height at welterweight, I don't think many guys would be beating me.
Right.
With my power, my IQ, yeah, I'll be knocking a lot of guys out, man.
Okay, so I mean, we've kind of gone through it, but you really look like Paulie when you put your eyebrows up and open your eyes. You look like Paulie Malinovich.
You know, in sports day when I was in year 10, you remember Paulie used to wear that sweatband.
Yeah.
I've done the sweatband.
Cool. Do you know what a Guido is? Do you know what a Guido is?
It's an Italian sign, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like an Italian American guy from New Jersey, and they I don't know if you ever saw the Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore, yeah. It's a B-Tech Jersey Shore, yeah.
Fucking whack, but weird, man.
And Snooki was in there. She went in wrestling at one point.
Yeah,
I remember.
And
Mike, the situation.
Oh, that's it. The situation. He got nicked for avoiding taxes, I think. But yeah, that was so good.
What did you think of Mazar Majid and Adam Smith? No, was it Adam Smith or that, like,
which guy?
Someone that works with Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith.
Oh, the one who's married to Emily Eubanks.
Yeah, they nearly went blow for blow.
Oh,
Mazar Majid and Frank Smith. Who do you think wins that one?
What, Frank Smith and who?
And Mazar Majid.
Who's Mazar Majid? Oh, is he the
manages Chris Eubank, manages Amir Khan.
I couldn't give a rat's ass, man. You know what? Don't get me wrong.
Triple B, I got a question for you.
Yes. Spit.
Are you married?
No.
You're not. Are you in a relationship?
No.
When was you last in a relationship?
Do you mean like pum pum? Like for?
I mean, not just like fuck buddy. I'm talking like in a relationship.
I've had enough relationships. I've had enough pum pum, but since I became.
When was the last relationship?
Why are you interested?
Because I'm going to ask a funny question after.
I'd say. When did you turn pro?
2015.
After you turned pro, but like, yeah, I mean, whatever, man. Ask me a question.
2018. Okay, the question is, when you was with this girl, how would you feel if she was sending you pictures of other men she wants to be with?
I tell her she's a scat. I want nothing to do with her. She's a hoe. I would not accept that behavior, bro. That is disgusting.
You would not accept that behavior. What kind of a man would accept that kind of behavior?
Some cuck like Amir Khan. Yeah, and it's an embarrassment to his family. It's an embarrassment to his integrity. It's an embarrassment to his bloodline.
Well, Arme's a youth. He's a youth. According to his own religion, that's the hellfire. He's a youth.
He's a hypocrite. He's another
He's
hypocrite.
a youth. And he's got 3 kids with her.
Okay, my boy goes, Boxing Classic goes, Nazim vs Patel, prime for prime. What do you think? Did the Prince get into boxing? Did you enjoy his fights?
You know what? I'm going to be true. He never actually got me into boxing because I didn't even know who he was when I first started. Yeah, it was only until like people were showing me fighters that were like quite slick and quite controversial and all that stuff. I started watching him. And it was round. I probably started watching him 2009. Yeah, and I'd watched him around 2009 time. I thought, this guy's fucking good, mate. But the truth is there's a handful of elite guys on his record, and this is a guy who's been given big promotional backing, so he could be fighting the elites. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But there's only a handful, if that, of elite fighters. So look, I'm not going to discredit him because he's a phenomenal fighter, and for serious entertainment. But if me and him were to fight, I've got more length here. I've got more length. And
yeah, he's a heavyweight now, Prince.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were saying prime for prime.
He's a 5'4" heavyweight. Man weighs about 220 pounds now.
He's a big boy. But my mate Tony told me he sparred him once and Naz hit him and he was like some serious fucking power, mate.
Yeah. I mean, Hamed he retired at 28 as well.
Very good. Very good, yeah. And he retired winning an IBO world title, you know. Credit where credit's due, you know. He's in the World Champions Club. I'm in the World Champions Club.
Monsieur Barry says you're almost as fat as Naz. I don't believe so. Is it muscles? Show some muscle. No homo.
Dude, that's so gay. You're asking a man to show muscles.
I don't want nothing creepy.
No, I'm in good shape, man. I'm in good shape. I'm benching 120 for 3. I'm deadlifting over 300 on a hex bar. I'm squatting like 3.5 plates, 160 for like 2-3 reps. I'm all right. I'm powerful. I'm a strong guy.
Do you okay? Have you got anything lined up? Have you got any fights lined up?
Maybe July. If I can't get nothing major in the UK, I might try to do something big in July. Well, I might just fight every week. I might just relocate, fight every fucking week in different countries, and just get to 100 fucking wins.
Right?
Got loads of links out there.
How have they treated you, the African peoples? You boxed in Tanzania, Ghana, right? Nigeria, am I correct?
Yeah.
They've been good to you?
Yeah, but they are patriotic and they do love their own people. So they look at me as a white person out there. And because black Africans only see 2 races, black and white. There's no in between. Yeah.
Did he do any oil drilling? Did he do any oil drilling when he was there?
No.
Because one of my fans said there's a picture of you and weighing in for a fight, and there was some black African ladies looking at you. They looked like they had lust in their eyes. So I wondered if you took care of business.
Look, you can't blame these women for having wishful thoughts or sinful thoughts in their mind, but I did take care of business in the ring, obviously knocking people out as per usual. But I just want the big fights now, man. I'm tired of fighting guys that you guys have never heard of. I want to fight Khan. I want to fight Conor Benn, who somehow got an exemption or exonerated. I want these fights, man. I want these big fights. I want Adam Azim.
Yeah.
I want to become world champion again.
No, I get it. And you know what? There's a few years left that you've got to take advantage of them years. You know what I'm saying? And boxing is about being paid, right?
I'm paid, laid, and self-made. I'm doing pretty well for myself anyway, financially.
Are you? Do you have other businesses, other stuff going on?
I do stuff. There's no point in me really divulging this sort of stuff because Might get Harley Benn turn up at my place of work, innit? With his with a tool, with a weapon, trying to get me to bleed from different orifices.
Yeah, that's very weird. The sodomy thing is very weird, man. What is your message to Holly Benn right now if he was watching?
How does it feel that your dad don't respect you?
It's dark,
It's different. You see, with me, yeah, I ain't got a dad, yeah, and I've accepted that my dad's a waste man, whoever he is, yeah. I've accepted that. I don't look at other people having relationships with their dad and get jealous. Whereas this guy is going to the Sun newspaper, any bit of publicity. Your name's not even Ben. You're called Harley Andrews.
Oh.
Your passport says Harley Andrews, unless you change your name by default.
So Barry Schatz, Top Jaw Boxing says, we've gone over this a lot, but for new people who haven't seen it, why hasn't Prince Patel not signed up my big promoter? If I was one,
I blame all you guys. I blame all you guys, and I'll tell you why. Because by public demand, you guys should be tweeting on a regular basis saying you want to see the Prince on signed big shows. Because if you guys don't do that and no one's doing it, they're probably thinking no one cares.
Yeah. So you feel it's up to the public to push you?
Well, if there's a public demand for it, then they'll do it. At the moment, maybe I'm one of society's rejects, and no one cares.
Okay, so tell everyone to follow you on Twitter. Tell them what your Twitter is.
Prince Patel 1993.
So
make sure you follow all that sort of bullshit. Big me up. Tell people exactly what I am.
And attack Amir the Cut Khan. Like
the youth Khan don't want to fight. Been through this all the time.
He doesn't want to be smashed by the Indian prince.
I want to ask the viewers at home, how would you guys feel if your wife sent you pictures of other men that she wants to be with?
And that's for sure. That's for sure.
Bro, right? He tweeted that himself.
I mean, obviously, my main issue is, does she not realize that Joshua's gay anyway? But apart from that,
I heard he stretched her open.
No, he gets stretched open by AKA Skins, blood.
Skins, AKA Skins.
Yeah.
What's Leon Skinner doing these days?
He's got some yoga retreat. I think he got some kind of payoff from Gay J, and he's got a yoga retreat, and he thinks he's like a guru. You know, like
look, I've just to clarify here, yeah, I'm not homophobic in the slightest. I do not care if someone's gay or not or straight. Each to their own. Let love be love. I don't want to get blacklisted even more.
Yeah.
I have no issues with homosexuals. I would even consider myself to be slightly bisexual when I look at myself in the mirror. When I look at myself in the mirror, I get aroused.
Bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but what happens? Okay, what would happen if you saw poorly man like Najee?
Brother, what is that? What is that?
Bro, listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to think about you getting aroused by men. I think that's a bit weird, bro. Like,
yeah, but I'm like a demigod, though, innit? So it's kind of like to another level, innit?
Yeah. So,
and I'm the sort of guy that can never have my girl send me pictures of other men.
No, that's
because I'm hitting it right.
It's humiliating. It's embarrassing, you know. But you know, you can beat up the cuck. Hopefully, if the cuck has the balls, if the cuck has the balls, or his little brother, the alcoholic Harry Khan.
Well, the reject Khan and cuck Khan, bro. I'll do a handicap match against both of them. I'm that confident in slapping the shit out of both of them. I'll do that.
Oh dear. Okay.
And the thing is, that sort of fight don't even have to be in the ring. That could be a bare knuckle fight. That could be an MMA fight. That could be whatever, man. I'll just slap the shit out of both of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Does he ever? Nah, he don't.
Does Prince date women taller than you? Is that what do you think about that?
No, I'm settled now. I'm settled. I've been. I'm off the market. The great one is off the market now.
Oh, I mean, I don't want you to. So you've got a serious girl.
Of course, I got a serious girl.
What you know, like what is she? Is she British? Is she white? Is she?
She's like standing over there with a big smile, nodding her head like, yeah.
Cool, bro. Look, it's good to talk to you. We're gonna close this up in about 5 minutes. But is there anything you want to say to the people?
I just want to tell people like Dave Benson Phillips, like, never allow your girl to send you pictures of other men that she wants to fornicate with. Never do that. That goes for all you guys at home. Have some self-respect. Don't be like Cut Khan. Don't be like the Youth Khan. Someone who's scared to throw hands with a Korea bantamweight.
Yeah.
Don't be like that guy, people. It's not healthy.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I would. Oh, there's your girl. Is that your girl?
Okay. I gotta go now. Yeah, it's getting a bit.
She's calling. She's going, I've cooked you dinner, Prince. Could you cook?
No.
Can you go cook?
Well,
cook.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I gotta go, guys. Yeah.
All right, brother. Listen, it's good to have you on, Prince. Listen, take care.
Peace in South Asia as well. You know.
Follow Prince on Twitter. Let's get him the big fight.
And make sure you guys tweet Cut Khan, telling him to grow his set, tell him to step up to the plate, and fight for his wife's honor.
I think that honor's lost, bro. I think that honor's gone, bro.
It's a big mess down there, if you know what I mean. Triple B. I don't
want to imagine something like that, bro.
Big A to the Ross Clark J.
All right, brother. Go get your dinner. Guys. It's great to see you, right? You take care of yourself. And we hope for a big fight soon. Yeah, that's the Prince, man. He's always quite good value, man. Yeah, so Fugnos says you got to support the Prince. Get yourself a good fight. Yeah, that's the problem. It's all about. The problem is they want promoters. They want people that will bend over for them, and that's one of the problems. But whatever, man. It's great to see you guys. So before we go, I'll do another 5 minutes. Like, what? Is anyone actually looking forward to the Benn Eubank fight? Because I'm like, it'll be another disappointment. Man. And you know, I'm sick of bad boxing. I'm sick of them pushing these boxing matches like Liam Cameron, these Ben Whitaker, who, by the way, his eyes are too close together. And, you know, we've got to put up with this like it's some massive fight, and it ain't. Oh, Nevergoon says the basket weaving form is back. Is it, bro? Well, good. I thought it would come back. Let me have a look. Give me a second, man. Oh, shit. It's back up. It's back up. The Mongolian basket weaving form is back up. And I'm glad because the other alternatives had too few people. Yeah. And it was like spammed. So, yeah, it's quite good to see it back. But, you know, remember, it's a honeypot. Boxing Bros says to me, what did you make of Liam Cameron's Triple B? It was too quick. Having said that, you know, it looked like Whitaker was going to stop him at some stage. But in such a big fight, where people have paid a lot of money, you've got to give someone a chance, man. And people always go, as a really lame cliche, oh, it's better to have one punch too early than one punch too late, but then you might as well stop every fight as soon as someone lands the first punch. Stop it. It's BS, man. So, okay, I don't know if I can pronounce this. Vytautas Kubilius. Are you from Lithuania, bro? Sounds Lithuanian. You look like the guy from Matrix. Which one, bro? Which one? The Matrix interesting film. Fook knows. Oh, brother. $4.99. Keep the content up. Big up, Chubby. Oh, thank you so much for the $4.99. That's very generous, bro. I much appreciate it. It's great to see you guys back. I just decided I had to get back in some way. I'll please start pumping videos out. I've been low on energy. My tech has been broken. But yeah, we'll all be good. We'll all be good. Yes, he's the pill guy. The red pill is what you got to take, man. Monsieur Barish, my French friend, proof tonight the triple B is actually Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton. All Ricky Hatton does these days is push Supreme, CMB or whatever. He pushes that Anthony Fowler product. What is it? That one that that hemp product, But yeah, it's great to see everyone. Thank you, everyone. Let me say thank you to all the people that have given love. So we got obviously my boy Shane Bongos back in the house. Shane, I hope you're having a good night, brother. Without further ado, Retro, very generous with a £10. We got TS Boxing in the house, $19.99. We got my boy Shane Bongos. We got my boy Shane Bongos. You people got to realize this channel here. We got my boy Fruit Nose. This channel is supported by the people, okay? Because I am shadow banned, triple shadow banned, triple B, triple shadow banned. But yeah, ST says yeah. Paul Merson pushes that CBD oil. Yeah, but that guy, whatever his name is, Anthony Fowler, whatever his name is that his name? He's making a lot of money from that, man. Boxing Classics, Chill B, you need an external mic out of production. Sorry, bro. This is the first time I've used this laptop because my iPad broke. So if it wasn't clear, I apologize, man. But thank you to everybody. We'll see you soon. If I can set myself up, I'll try and do a live for the Conor bum, Chris Eubank, tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much. God bless you all. Peace in the Middle East. All right, guys? Pop, pop, pop. And thank you to Prince Patel for coming on. Peace, guys. I'll switch this thing off. You know what? Like, technology, it's meant to make your life easier, but actually makes it harder. But we all done now. So take care. Yeah. Look after yourselves. And we'll speak soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Peace in the Middle East.